Hello my friends and welcome to MotoAcademy.com. I'm Polo Arcane and this is the Moto Breakdown. Today I'm going to be talking about yet another shipment I received in the mail, this time for a couple pairs of gloves. I wasn't particularly happy with the Icon 29er gloves that I recently purchased, so I wanted something a little bit better, 100% leather in a short glove, so that I didn't have to wear my long racing gloves with riding, since I didn't really find the Icon 29ers to be particularly great for me. So I placed an order, just received it, very happy about it, obviously. Again, from GP Bikes. I've already cracked open the packaging, but basically just an envelope. The only gripe I have with the shipping method is, again, no padding or bubble wrap inside to protect the products. I know they're gloves, but you never know. I mean, there is a label on the bag that says "Do not use blade to open." So I would just like something, maybe even cardboard on the sides to just protect the product a bit more, just something. So, but aside from that, showed up pretty quickly. About it was also again about 8 days from time to purchase to reception, similar to the last order I made with GP Bikes. Inside the packaging, other than the products, again, return label telling you it's going to cost you $7 to return it if you want to, and more stickers, which are always appreciated. Stickers are always nice and fun. So the two pairs of gloves I received, one is the Scorpion Klaw 2, which is right here. Very nice glove. And the other is the KTM Radical X, also right here. There's the tag right there for you. Also a nice looking glove. The reason why I selected these two particular gloves is basically based on research and affordability. I certainly did not want to spend more than $100 on a short pair of gloves. Both of these, the KTM was on sale for 80 bucks and the Scorpion retails at 75. I believe the Klaw 2 is discontinued, so maybe that may not be its original price. I'm not entirely certain, but the KTM typically costs $115, I believe, retail. So certainly a good deal there. And I selected them based on the criteria I wanted: short glove, some armor, and 100% leather where possible. So let's get started on looking at one of these gloves. Alright, so first we're going to look at the KTM Radical X glove. This glove here, actually on initial inspection, looks pretty nice. Features of it, starting from the top and moving towards the palm. So actually, to start from the wrist, and we're going to work our way down. Wrist is a neoprene wrist with a hook and loop or Velcro strap system. Has mesh on the back of the hand. Has leather plus the KTM insignia. The armor looks like it has carbon fiber in there, which is pretty nice. I'm going to say that's quite nice. The leather on the top of the finger is perforated, and in between the fingers here is a mesh. So this would be a really, really airy glove to wear, I suspect. On the other side, fingers have the index and middle finger have these. This is very sticky, actually. I suppose for control and grabbing the levers. It's actually quite sticky. Full leather. Thumb is a different color, but underneath leather, and padding under here for the palm. Let's try it on. Quite nice. This is a size medium. That's my size, and that's another reason why I again happened to order from GP Bikes. One, because they had the products I wanted based on the criteria I wanted, but also the size that I needed. So I wear size 9 or medium in gloves. This here is actually quite nice, fits perfectly. I would consider myself to have thin hands. Overall, this size is actually perfect for me. So If you feel you have big hands, I would definitely go for a bigger size than this. As for feel and comfort, it feels warm now, but I think riding it'll probably be pretty cool. This padding here is actually quite nice. So we have a double layer of leather in the upper palm area and over where this padding is as well. This here is just soft foam. It's not hard. It seems out of the way. I find that gloves that have too much padding here, especially in the thumb area, actually hurt when, at least with my riding style. Or maybe it's because the biker ride pitches me forward a bit more, so maybe it's a bit more pronounced at the bottom of my hand versus maybe riding more upright. The knuckle here feels a little awkward. Feels kind of like it's right in the way when I close my fist. It kind of feels like my knuckles underneath are pushing this padding up, but I guess it would break in, I suspect. And I don't ride a KTM, but I don't mind brands. I mean, I'm wearing a Kawasaki shirt. I just bought a Suzuki t-shirt. I'm not married to any kind of brand. I don't mind. So overall, this actually feels quite nice, very well put together. The material on the back of the hand feels a bit loose, but again, I have thin hands, so overall, I would say quite nice. This sticky stuff actually is a dirt magnet. It already has lint sticking to it. It is, I don't know if you can tell there, you can kind of see some kind of dust sticking to it, so that's good to know. And lastly, overall construction seems pretty decent. A couple of threads dangling here on that KTM logo, but aside from that, the last thing about the KTM glove is I forgot to mention, there's actually armor here in the finger knuckle portions of the fingers. So that's actually quite nice. It is quite hard, and that is an extra safety touch that I appreciate. I would feel confident riding with this, I think. Alright, next up we are going to do the Scorpion Klaw 2 men's glove. Very, very nice stuff. This here is actually a really good looking glove too. Let's pull one off here. Alright, so I pulled the right one off this time, so I guess I get to alternate hands here. So with the Scorpion glove here, looks actually pretty nice in terms of quality of construction. Let's start with that. Feels very, very, very put together. I would say the only points of concern I would have are actually these little plastic, I guess, pieces of armor, I guess you say, at the very end of the finger. So those right there, those little points there aren't exactly glued on, kind of stick out. That's my only real concern that I would have. But aside from that, let's put it on. I like how it says palm 100% leather. That's what I want to see. Alright, pretty interesting. I'm going to say the comfort on the inside is definitely warmer, definitely softer. The leather on the fingers is perforated. There is an accordion stretch, neoprene stretch there in the knuckles of the fingers. And the armor is hard. It's quite hard armor. It's just plastic, and it's also floating. So that actually makes it a bit more comfortable than the KTM glove, because as I mentioned, the armor kind of feel like it was pressing on my knuckles inside the glove. This here, close it fist, and see if I can do it. Close it fist, and it just pushes the armor forward. Knuckle is floating. This here could be a good spot to maybe put a hand warmer for the colder months. Back of the hand has hard armor as well, and a very small neoprene portion here. And the look that it's getting here with this particular cut is that old school plain leather glove that you would have this little cut and maybe the opening on the back of the hand. That's the vibe I'm getting from this here. one last thing. That thumb is a major thumb. It's got a lot going on. Lots of leather padding there, soft padding there. It's got a lot going on. As for the palm, very nice stuff. Soft suede in the palm grip portion here. Extra reinforced leather on the side of the outside of the hand and pinky. No breathable areas for the fingers, so hands are going to sweat in this one. And extra leather at the bottom of the palm with 2 soft pads here. So one there, one there. So this here is a little bit concerning for me in terms of my style of riding. As I mentioned, if there's padding right here in the thumb pad, it actually causes me a little bit of discomfort because I have an old glove here that I don't wear because of that very reason, and that is this Icon glove here. So it's got the padding in the same spot, and it's a little bit uncomfortable in terms of just either going down a hill where your weight is more pitched forward to begin with. I'm a little bit concerned about that. Overall, in terms of construction, put togetherness, and look and feel, this is actually a very nice glove. In terms of stitching and quality, it actually does look better than the KTM glove. So there is definitely more there than the KTM glove. My concerns with the Scorpion glove, again, are these little pieces of plastic coming off. I don't know how much good they would do in a crash. There is no upper knuckle padding like this one has here. Once again, the upper knuckle padding plus the thumb padding there. This one does have thumb padding. In terms of actually needing the knuckle protectors, I kind of feel like the KTM one would fare better. Not to say, I mean, I'm gonna believe that's actually carbon fiber in there, but because of how it's stitched into the glove versus this is stitched on the glove, I kind of feel like this may fare a bit better. But this has the advantage that it has a piece of plastic going all the way across the knuckles. If I had to pick one of these to keep and ride, so what I can absolutely say is that at the very least one of these is going to be my riding glove of choice. Let's put them both on. Well, if you look at these gloves, you can tell that these Scorpion ones got a lot of stuff going on. It's actually difficult to pick one over the other if I had to. I actually think I would lean to the KTM glove. A couple of reasons. One, it doesn't have that padding in the thumb pad, where based on experience of wearing other gloves is a bit uncomfortable for me. But I'm going to try this on the bike's handlebars later on, see how that feels. But also this one here, it just looks a bit more cleaner, a bit more streamlined. Everything's built in. Armor inside the knuckles is under the leather. Same thing with the thumb there. Definitely will be cooler in the summer months. This one here definitely would be warmer. This here is a warmer glove. I can tell this here is a much warmer glove than this here. I can feel the air already flowing through the glove. Okay, I'm going to try these out on the bike, see how they feel on the bars, and then I will provide an update on what's what. So again, this is the KTM Radical X glove, and this here is the Scorpion Klaw 2. I can see why they call it the Klaw, because of this particular thing going on here. Thank you everyone for watching this video. I definitely hope that it helped describe a couple things between these two particular gloves, pros and cons for both, opening them up from the packaging. Please like and subscribe, ring that bell. and I'll see you on the next Moto Breakdown.